Just got back to the car park and Neil's just twisted his ankle. He just said he thought he heard a crack. You right? Come here.
You having a good time?
Having a great time. Yes.
I've got to keep going.
Okay. Okay. I can bring the car down.
Okay, we got back to the car. About 100 metres from the finish. I've gone over my ankle really badly. Thought I heard a crack.
Did you just call it a wankle?
No, it's an ankle. It was definitely an ankle. Thought I heard a crack. Walked it off for a little bit. Walked back to the car. Feels okay. A little bit of pain there at the moment, but I don't know. Got the shoe off. Still got my calf sleeve on. I've just got that as a bit of a brace at the moment. So yeah, won't know till we get home what sort of the extent of the damage is. Fingers crossed that it's not too bad. But I tell you, it's a bit of a shock when it happens. And I was doing some pretty hard breathing, which you probably heard. So just on the trail, it was good.
Yeah, we got a bit lost.
We did get lost.
That's okay.
But that was all right. We ended up doing a couple of more K than we had planned, which was all right. Maybe if we hadn't got lost, I wouldn't have hurt my ankle. But that's the joys of trail running, apparently. It's a nice spot, plenty of trails. Sure, we'll come back again.
Very pretty.
Very
Lots
pretty.
of single track that was really good for the mountain bikers, but to run on it's awesome.
I must say most of it was pretty runnable. Even the single track stuff was quite runnable.
A little bit of elevation.
Yeah, a little bit of elevation. Yeah, so all in all, pretty good.
My Garmin died. I don't have a Garmin. So
and even though it was blowing a gale when we got here, we didn't get much wind in amongst the bush. And yes, your Garmin died. But so you talked over me first, and then I talked over you. We have a problem of talking over each other, so we need to rectify that.
Erectify.
I'm going to have to erectify my ankle.
We need to go find some frozen peas.
Home time.
Let's go.
Straight into 5x1.
How's it feeling?
Sore. Straight back into 5x 30 seconds.
Is it swollen?
With 30 seconds
Yeah.
off. If you want to
Swollen.
faster, try that one out. But
What are you thinking?
nowhere near as
I'm
bad.
hoping it's just a strain, maybe some ligaments.
It's stoked to be getting my legs back.
Let's hope that's all it is. It's just sore at the moment. And obviously having the cold pack on is not helping. Pretty cool. Monday, August 5, 3 weeks since I rolled my ankle on a trail run, and I haven't run since. X-rays taken 3 days after the incident showed that I had a small fracture in the ankle and quite severe ligament damage around the ankle and the Achilles area. It occurred to me, especially after last year when I missed 5 months of running, that maybe I should document my recovery from this injury, just for something to look back on, and also just if anyone else is struggling with an injury, that they might get something out of some of the processes that I'm taking to get back and run again. So back at the physio for round 2 of some rehab. Took the strapping off the ankle last night. Still a little bit of swelling, a little bit of bruising, but I think they'll probably re-strap it today. The exercises have been going pretty good. It's coming along nicely. I can walk without pain now, but it's still a little bit tender in places, and it just feels a little bit weak. So it's all heading in the right direction, but it's going to be a slow process. Tomorrow I'm off to the physio for my 3rd appointment with them. A bit of an update, see how it's all travelling. The last 2 visits to them, they've given me some exercises and they've strapped the ankle both times. I haven't been to them now for about 12 days. The strapping came off about 5 days ago. Apologies for my voice, I'm sounding very croaky at the moment. Battling man flu, so it's a bit tough at the moment. So I've just been to the physio, had my ankle restrapped and a lot more exercises to do. I've got this little rubber band that I've got exercises to do involving that. It's all going well. Another appointment in a couple of weeks, so the ankle's feeling pretty good. It's a little bit sore in various positions, but it's not going too bad. Fingers crossed I might be able to do some sort of activity in the next few weeks. So what I hope to do is make these just showing what I'm doing each week during the rehabilitation of the ankle, so that I can get back running again. Last year it was quite frustrating to spend so much time on the sidelines, and then to have this happen again now, which means that the last 2 years I've missed probably the two of my more favourite events, the Gold Coast Marathon and the Sunshine Coast Marathon. And it was the Sunshine Coast Marathon yesterday, so it was tough to sit at home while knowing that event was going up there, because Sunshine Coast Marathon holds some nice memories for me. This was where I was able to get a Boston qualifier 6 years ago now. I've been back pretty much every year except for the last 2, being a pacer there for the marathon, so I want to get back and run. As well as trying to rehabilitate the ankle, making these videos on a regular basis is going to be challenging. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm not the most talkative person, and talking to a camera is not going to be easy. What am I expecting from the physio tomorrow? Hopefully they'll say that I can at least ride the bike, get the legs turning and the heart pumping a bit quicker. That'll be a good start towards progressing back to running. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I've set a tentative date for September 1 to go for my first trot. That'll be almost 7 weeks since the injury occurred, so hopefully that's going to be long enough. If I do everything right between now and then, that should be okay. Before the injury, things had been tracking along okay. I'd had a couple of little setbacks through June, which meant that I couldn't run Gold Coast. One being I had a little slight niggle in my calf, and I'm not sure if you can actually see, but I had a bit of a cancer cut out of my cheek, and that sort of kept me immobile for 4 or 5 days. So I pulled the pin on the Gold Coast and wanted to set sights on Melbourne. I have been to Melbourne. I'm going into Melbourne with the view of a run-walk strategy. I'm not in any way thinking that I'm going to run the whole way. Yeah, so the Melbourne Marathon, run-walk strategy, we'll see how that goes. I'm looking at doing, well, my wife and I are looking at doing Tarawera in February. We both entered for that, the 50. Right, back again. Seems that I ran out of storage space on my iPad, so grab the phone to just finish off this video talking about Tarawera. Tarawera would be my first trail. It looks spectacular, and really looking forward to that. So really, if Melbourne doesn't come off, then it'll just be slow and steady. Take things easy and make sure that come February for Tarawera that I'm ready to go. Not much else really to say at the moment until after the visit to the physio tomorrow. Keeping my fingers crossed that I'll get the thumbs up that I can hop back on the bike, and that September 1 date for a return to running will be, they'll give me the green light on that one as well. If you want to follow my journey over the next few weeks and the recovery steps that I'm taking, I look forward to seeing you here again.
If you've got any comments to make, please make a comment. As I said, this is the first time that I really had a crack at making something like this. Yeah, that's about it. Till next week. See ya.